ARC7 Arcology, a method of approaching multidimensional problems in the modern world. Problem 1. Millions of people are struggling to get by, burnt out and lonely. Stress symptoms are on the rise in every demographic, on every continent. We all know something is wrong with today's system, but what is the solution? What can we do to narrow down what the problems are? There are so many. Stress-related disease is on the rise, but why is this lifestyle so stressful? Life is so much easier now than it was for people in previous generations or people in developing countries. I have seen that in some parts of developing countries, they still live like ancient civilizations. They don't have the stress we have. They hunt, gather, and grow what they need for survival. But they have to struggle and work hard too, every day, just to make life possible. And sometimes it's not enough. Yet the tribe stays together through it all, and deepest human needs seem to be met, even when basic needs are not. I came to the conclusion that contributing to the success of a village brings true happiness. Humans are hardwired to be a member of a tribe. Problem 2. There is no tribe. Without a tribe, families have no support system and no mission. People are left to struggle for survival alone, in a constant state of stress, in search of their purpose, their tribe, and a reason to exist. Problem 3. They say it takes a village to raise a child. Well, where is the village? There is no village. In the United States, the typical neighborhood is centered around commerce instead of people. Pavement covers the beautiful green land. Houses are built around it within walking distance, but the parking lot is still full of cars. A pond is there, but with no access. They might know a few people, but their lives are not joined or interconnected with the whole in a meaningful way. ARC7 Arcology uses the land a completely different way. ARC7 Arcology, the Center for Practical Spirituality, is the path to world peace, a restored planet, and abundance for all. ARC7 Arcology is designed to fill in the stressful gaps of the old system by building teams, tribes, and villages in the modern world. An arcology is an architectural design. Arcology is from two words, ecology and architecture. Arcology is a densely populated human habitat designed to have a low impact on the planet. ARC7 chooses to address more than ecology, but also to meet the essential needs of those who live there. ARC7 Arcology is the solution. ARC7 trains a team to mimic the support of a tribe by building a local arcology where they can live and work, raise a family, and retire, all in one location, to pass on to the next generation. The basis of ARC7 Practical Spirituality is that all people live within the 7 dimensions of life. We are all eternal souls on a temporary quest for survival. We all have a body, a mind, and a spirit. We are all born helpless in need of a family. Families belong to a tribe. The first mission of the tribe is to help each other survive and thrive. By understanding the 7 dimensions of life, we can identify the essential needs common to all people. 2, when we know those needs, we can design an organized local system of support to meet them. 3, when essential needs are met by the local tribe, surviving becomes thriving. 4, when tribe members thrive, they experience peace. 5, When the individual has peace, the tribe, the nation, and the world can also have peace. 6. If world peace is our goal, the tribe's first mission must be to bring peace to the individuals in the tribe. 7. When the tribe meets essential needs in an organized and sustainable way, we are on the pathway to world peace. To survive, we need a sustainable design. The body needs self-care, the mind needs education, the spirit needs inspiration, the family needs compassion, the tribe needs income, the mission needs organization to help each other survive and thrive. How does ARC7 Arcology meet my essential needs? For our survival, we need a sustainable plan, so we include a farm for production of food, water, and utilities. For our body, we need self-care, so we include a clinic offering basic medical and dental services to support natural health and healing. For our mind, we need education, so we include a school focused on leadership development for all ages. For our spirit, we need inspiration, so we include a church, a spiritual gathering space where all beliefs, cultures, and backgrounds are welcome and honored. For our family, we need compassion, so we include a care center to keep families together and offer loving support for those without one, including children, elders, and vulnerable individuals. For our tribe, we need income to cover the Arcology's expenses as a whole. So we include mission-aligned businesses that generate shared revenue and offer meaningful work to all the residents. For our mission, we need organization, so we include offices for coordination, human resources, accounting, fundraising, grant writing, and role development. When essential needs are met systematically for every individual in the Arcology, the environment calms down. So, our commitment to the tribe is to meet each other's essential needs. This is how we create an environment of peace in an organized and duplicatable plan. By offering a plan to meet our basic needs in a sustainable way, we can experience true security. By offering strong support for self-care and health care, we can experience health. By offering a good education in a private school on site, we can help each member reach their leadership potential. By offering inspiration in a church that helps us break free from anything that weighs us down, we can experience true freedom. By teaching compassion, we can have deeply satisfying relationships. By earning income as a tribe, we can pay the bills as a whole, experiencing abundance for all, without fear of unemployment or homelessness. By having a strong organization that helps us fulfill our mission and reach for something bigger than ourselves, we can gain a sense of fulfillment that brings lasting peace. There are 7 centers in every ARC7 Arcology. Imagine this color-coded diagram is a map or blueprint. Buildings are a hexagon shape to create space for the 7 centers. 3 services are offered in each center. The farm building will store tractors and equipment for outdoor farming on the 20-plus acres, as well as indoor growing systems for year-round food production. The second service is renewable utilities. The third service is makerspaces for designing and making clothing, shoes, and furniture. When you cluster 3 or 4 hexagons, it creates a courtyard. When you put a roof over that courtyard, it now becomes more space for the Arcology. The clinic offers basic health care and dental, but also a natural health center and a fitness center to assist with self-care. The school offers classrooms, a library, and a computer lab for education and leadership development. The church provides stage, sound, and lighting, an art center, and a meditation center for expanded inspiration. The Care Center offers relationship counseling, child care, and a youth center to better support the family and living space for those who have no home, including orphans, widows, and other vulnerable people. The market offers daily necessities with a cafe and a small retreat resort to increase revenue for the tribe and to share our healing environment with people who need it. The office will provide space for buying and selling and renting the living spaces, managing human resources, managing construction and maintenance of the Arcology, and the entire Arcology is a co-owned business with many income-generating centers. The main courtyard can be planted in grass with gazebos, walkways, and flowers. In this diagram, the green hexagons represent the buildings. The white hexagons represent covered patios. The final result is a dome over the top of the entire courtyard. Living spaces are in the upper floors of each center. All 7 centers are on the ground floor, with all living spaces in the upper floors of the centers. Living spaces are included as part of the compensation package for the managers of the 7 centers. Step out of your private living space and all your needs are met within walking distance, not just basic needs, but essential needs including connection, cooperation, and a sense of significance. Rainwater collection will be used for rooftop gardening on all 7 centers. Each level of the buildings will be staggered to create a stair-step design for added appeal and to distribute the weight of the rooftop gardens. A splash of whimsical color can be added to create an environment of joy and delight. Why do you call ARC7 Arcology practical spirituality? Because we do more than build houses or create jobs. We bring lasting peace, connection, and abundance. Because life without serving a tribe of your favorite people, something bigger than yourself, has no structure, no meaning, and no fulfillment. Rich and poor, young and old, all races, faiths, and cultures can be unified through ARC7 practical spirituality, learning how to mimic the support of a tribe. Service to others gives each life purpose and meaning. A tribe is the human equivalent of a pack of wolves, a hive of bees, a flock of birds, a school of fish, or an anthill. Everything in nature is organized to serve each other. What is the spiritual significance behind the dome? Under one roof, we can be a more connected society instead of a mass of lonely individuals struggling alone to find meaning and purpose where there is none. A dome finalizes the size of the Arcology. It ends the relentless creeping sprawl that cities are known for. If we need more space, we will gather another team and build another Arcology, because it's crucial that the tribe remains small enough that everyone knows your name. When essential needs are met consistently, the world will have peace. You and your tribe will create tribal abundance instead of systemic poverty. By passing your living space down to the next generation, you are effectively ending poverty, inequality, and homelessness for them, while establishing inner peace, connection, and abundance for yourself.
There's an East Indian proverb that says, "Where belonging begins, corruption ends." That means the more teams we gather, the more villages we build, the more we learn to care, the more the land will recover. The spirituality we develop instead of religious division will heal the world, and we will have world peace, a restored planet, and abundance for all. Service to others instead of service to self creates a place of belonging that brings peace. That is the spiritual significance of ARC7 Arcology. ARC7 calls each of us to rise in this time of tribulation. We don't need a few leaders, we need billions. Billions of hearts awakened, billions of voices lifted, billions of spiritual leaders stepping forward to heal humanity and restore the earth. Billions of spiritual leaders to be trained to gather their tribe, empowered to build up a village, and inspired to rise up, to help others rise with them. This is the ARC7 vision. No one struggles for survival alone. No one leads alone. Our goal is to find the path to world peace, a restored planet, and abundance for all. How can ARC7 Arcology integrate into modern society?
In the United States, the typical neighborhood is centered around commerce instead of people. Pavement covers the beautiful green land.
Let's estimate that this photo is about 20 plus acres. In Section A, there's a neighborhood of about 50 homes for about 125 people. In Section B, there are scattered apartments, condos, townhomes that represent another 225 people. That's a total of 350 people. This is a disorganized waste of land space and only meets the basic need for shelter and shopping. They don't even try to meet the deeper essential needs. They don't know how. Here's another concept. Home builders cover every inch of land with cement and put as many homes as possible. But they did not consider what life would be like for those who live there, with zero connection to nature and nowhere to go. The heat radiating from the cement would prevent anyone from walking. It's only unique from an aerial view. Why is this happening? Because home builders only do one thing: build homes. They don't build a village, and if they did, they wouldn't know how to organize a tribe, or help individuals find their roles, or teach people the spiritual significance of the environment they create for others around them. ARC7 integrates nature into daily life. We can better use the land for farm animals, a fish hatchery, a pond for fishing, permaculture food forest, a dog run or jogging trail, community gardens, a sports field, a school playground, even a skate park or a mini golf. We can use the land to produce food instead of covering valuable land with pavement. We can work towards sustainable food security. We can have more to do outdoors and integrate nature into our daily lives. In this side-by-side comparison, you can see the same amount of land could be used in a completely different way. The land could have been used to build ARC7 Arcology. With this current design, 90% of the land is covered with cement, so we have to buy food or we don't eat. In the ARC7 plan, 90% of the land is covered with farm, and Mother Earth feeds the tribe, as she always has.
ARC7 builds up 4 stories high instead of sprawling out over the land. The businesses in the market center are privately owned by the people who live there, instead of by companies and corporate strangers and minimum wage workers who don't care about us. Together we create the missing village that is supposed to help us raise our children. Together we're building a legacy of homes, food production, and businesses to pass down to the next generation as a permanent solution to today's broken system. Which design is the most efficient? Which one was designed for commercial interest? Which one was designed for health and well-being? Right now, we are in a housing shortage. Over the next 50 years, it will require a huge amount of construction to meet the need for housing for the growing population nearby and around the world. Wouldn't it be so much better to build ARC7 Arcology? When there is no tribe, no purpose, no meaning, no mission, people remain in confusion and doubt about their identity, their self-worth, and their reason to exist. And what will we do with our time when AI is able to do every job better than we can? Is there a plan in place how future generations will cope with nothing to do and no way to earn a living? Spiritual leaders, grassroots leaders, advocates, social change makers. If you are working on projects or dreaming about actions that impact one of the 7 dimensions of ARC7, let's see what we can integrate into the ARC7 plan. Environmentalists, activists, aren't you tired of trying to change the world all by yourself? ARC7 is your tribe. We can have global environmental impact simply by building ARC7 Arcology, nearby and around the world, and supporting you as you stand strong for change. Entrepreneurs, imagine bringing your money-making ideas to the ARC7 Business Incubator. You would have an instant customer base and support system to get your idea to the people, and you can generate income for yourself, your local tribe, and the global ARC7 organization. This is how we will continue to build without the help of the banks. Singles, don't worry about finding the perfect match. When you start training and certification, you'll be surrounded with the most beautiful people on the planet who care about the future of humanity and want to make a difference. Who better to raise children with? And what better place could there be to raise them? And older singles might find that this environment is the best possible place to play the field and have a lot of fun. Why not? Philanthropists, spiritual world leaders, and good people in positions of power, come sponsor one of our certified teams in Rwanda. We have more than 250 Rwandan university students who have completed the ARC7 certification program and are ready to change the economy of their village. If you build an Arcology once, you will end poverty for those who live there forevermore. And you will put your name on the library or the clinic as a legacy for your children and grandchildren to identify with. This is how we can solve global poverty and inequality once and for all. In an Arcology, everyone has a significant role. From growing food to cooking it, from teaching children to teaching adults, from generating electricity or generating income. There is a role for everyone and training and mentoring for every role. We end unemployment with built-in job opportunities inside the Arcology. All 7 centers will need staff to help provide essential services. Your Arcology hires members for property care and farm operations,
Your farm produces enough food for everyone in the Arcology, both residents and visitors. Once you join an Arcology team, you have permanent financial freedom and security that can be passed down to the next generation. Plus, we have the Business Incubator, a commercial space for residents to rent or purchase a location inside one of the 7 centers. Built-in customers, a supportive community all around you, family businesses will thrive. No fear of losing customers to big chains or fast food outlets moving into the Arcology. Get started today. Find your tribe, gather a community of founders who are ready to create something extraordinary. Reserve your home, lock in below market pricing on future Arcology living spaces in one of the 7 centers. Secure the dream. Once 80% of homes are pre-qualified, our project is financially ready. Build together. Buy the land, hire the builders, and bring the Arcology to life. What if a tribe member can't pre-qualify, but you really want them to live with you in the Arcology? They have a few choices. They can rent, they can launch a fundraising campaign, they can buy a less expensive unit, or they can get certified as a manager of one of the 7 centers.
All managers receive a competitive salary plus living space. Managers must be certified in practical spirituality to apply. Managers work together to create an organized environment of peace, connection, and abundance.
ARC7 Arcology, the Center for Practical Spirituality, is the path to world peace, a restored planet, and abundance for all. ARC7 Arcology is designed to fill in the stressful gaps of the old system by building teams, tribes, and villages in the modern world.